Hi, this is me. I'm Kylie, and this is Everyday Ambo. I'm a retired paramedic, and I've got life lessons to share. This is lesson number 3. It's not safe anywhere. Humans are social animals, and we live in social groups. Groups provide protection from the outside world and have loads of benefits. And without a group, you are in a world all on your own. Groups have rules which come with law and subsequent order. To be a part of a group and receive the benefits, you have to follow the rules of inclusion. All groups determine their own rules, and we call it culture, celebrating good behaviour and punishing the bad. Of course, what determines good and bad is also group determined, creating clearly defined lines to stand within that look different across all groups. Groups like pro-social behaviour and dislike anything that risks a group's stability. Studies have found that the majority within most groups don't even agree with the group rules, but they think everybody else does, so they keep their individual perspectives to themselves and just follow along. A group will function as a group, not necessarily because of the rules, but because everyone follows the rules and sticks together, and it creates a cohesive pack. This is why members of a group work together as a team to maintain the group, keeping the numbers strong and everyone together, even if they don't agree with the group culture. Personal safety requires everyone to stick together. And once upon a time, you were safer within the group than outside going it alone. A long time ago, the threat of physical injury was the biggest danger to humans, and having an army around you determined your safety, as there was safety in numbers. In the modern world, we have less physical dangers and more psychological ones to consider, and therefore, looking after our mental health is of greater significance to survival. We all have an internal compass determined by our values and morals, built by our formative years by those around us. Going against your own moral compass creates what is known as moral injury. Moral injury is incurred by the associated stress created by behaviour that goes against our core values and beliefs. You can reduce the stress and avoid significant injury in one of two ways. You can change yourself at a core level, or change the environment you are in to align more closely with who you are. Changing core values and beliefs is difficult, and it requires significant work. Morphing is only possible if you believe it possible, and successful if you can find evidence to support the new beliefs. This is why I didn't maintain my new clown image. I didn't believe I was really a clown. When it comes to changing the environment, we can either change those in it or change the physical structure. Trying to change others rarely works, as they become very resistant to being told they need to change. When changing others doesn't work, we may have to step outside the lines and the protection of the group. This is stressful because of all the programming we have encoded in our DNA about how to survive as social animals, and most people are going to be scared of your choices. You might wonder how I know all of this. I have always been a square peg trying to fit into a round hole in all my life groups. Often not meeting group expectations, doing my own thing, creating discomfort and reaping the consequences of never truly fitting in, and has created a lot of trauma, because I still don't fit. A risk taker, a creative, an explorer of new ideas, I learned I had to make some hard choices, between the psychological dangers of staying and the dangers of going it alone. I also learned I had to back myself, because I found out I have a lot of transferable skills. I have talent and audacity, and I'm of value to greater communities, and I will find my niche. Because while I have learnt that it's not safe anywhere, that I'm as safe as I'm going to get in this unpredictable life. Which leads me to remind you, if you haven't watched my video about the unpredictability of life, that's probably a good thing to do now. Remember to subscribe, because there's a lot more to come.